Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on a team from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Knights will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Looking for blockers. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will get the first possession of the game. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense. Always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Yeah, and I love the jet sweep early in the ballgame. How does the defense react? Do they overreact? Do they underreact? I'm going to watch this so I can use it later on down the road.
Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's looking deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll down this ball just a little shy of the 50. So UCF's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
And it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that, a cornerback, that could do that in a game like this. But this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
Brown wants to pass. He makes the connection.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Knights line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock him up close to their goal line. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run.
And that pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Excellent field position here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
There's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And the field goal unit is on the field. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They'll try to get it through the air. Getting some heat. Hit as he throws. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Knights want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Brown will throw it. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Knights send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense.
Gonna let it fly. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Smart offensive coordinators, they're going to throw deep balls, especially those 50-50 balls you hear about all the time. My wide receiver is better than your DB. Well, not on this play.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. Nothing but green ahead. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Kentucky. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they line up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Brown wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And that one's incomplete.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
Motion from the offense. He'll just keep slinging it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Knights want to crank the tempo. The give to the back. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The Knights will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance.
Sends it downfield. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it for the house, but they got him at the 24. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. Looking for a man. It's Vandergrift. Makes his connection.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams that play defense.
From the gun, the ground game. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Knights moving quickly to the line. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Knights with the 1st and 10.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find...
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Harvey. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Knights will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Running it back, it's Brown. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Looking for a man. It's Vandergrift. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's why that guy plays DB and not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on 3rd down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick 6.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looks as if this one will be marked down around the 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And they got him for the sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Extending the play. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you